All right, today we are diving into something called monk mode. It's a protocol, a system for some seriously intense focus and self-improvement. And hey, it's pitched as one of the smartest ways to hit those big goals you've got. So let's really get into it and see what it's all about.
So let's start with a big question. We're all out there, right? Searching for that secret, that cheat code to finally hit our goals. But what if the search itself is actually the problem? This whole idea suggests that the best strategy isn't some new business tactic you find online, but a deep, fundamental upgrade to the person who's actually running the show, you.
And that's the core problem, right there. We look everywhere else for the solution, except inward. It's so easy to blame the game plan or the market or the algorithm, anything but us. But according to this protocol, the real thing holding you back, the real bottleneck, it's the person staring back from the mirror.
Which brings us to this quote, and it's really the central metaphor for this entire explainer. Just think about it. The tree, that's your goal. Maybe it's that $10,000 a month, maybe it's something else entirely. The business model, the strategy, that's just the act of swinging the axe. But the axe itself, well, the axe is you. And trying to achieve huge goals with a dull, unfocused mind is just like trying to chop down a massive tree with a blunt, rusty blade. It's just not going to work.
So the big question is, how do you sharpen that axe? Well, the solution we're talking about today is a protocol called monk mode. It's designed to be this dedicated period of time for that exact sharpening process, stripping away everything that's non-essential so you can rebuild your focus and your discipline from the ground up. But what does that actually mean in practice? Well, think of it as a period of intentional isolation. You're cutting yourself off from all the little habits and distractions that you know are holding you back. It's kind of like a personal boot camp, where the only mission, the only objective, is to upgrade your own mental and physical operating system. Now, how long do you do this for? The recommended time is pretty specific, and it's crucial. The protocol suggests you need a minimum of 21 days to even start to feel the real effects and build some momentum. But, and this is a big but, going for more than 90 days can lead to some serious burnout. And that defeats the whole purpose, because this is supposed to be a tool you can use again and again in your life.
And this is where monk mode really stands out from other challenges like, say, 75 hard. Instead of this super rigid one-size-fits-all list of rules, it's designed to be flexible. It's built like Lego blocks, you know? You can stack and customize them based on your specific goals, whether you're trying to get huge in the gym, launch a business, or honestly, just be more present in your own life.
But all that flexibility is built on a really, really solid foundation. There are 3 core rules that are absolutely mandatory. No exceptions, no excuses. These are the non-negotiables, the bedrock that holds the entire protocol together.
So here's the foundation. It's just 3 simple rules. 10 minutes of meditation a day, 30 minutes of exercise a day, and 0 alcohol or weed. I know, it seems almost too basic, right? But the real power here is in the consistency. Let's break down why each one of these is so important.
First up, daily meditation. This is all about training your mind. The source material argues that for the first 10 days or so, you probably won't notice much, but then you'll start to actually become aware of your own thoughts, that monkey brain, as they call it, that is constantly looking for the next distraction. Instead of reaching for your phone the second you feel a little bit of doubt or discomfort, meditation teaches you to just sit with it. You finally stop running from yourself.
Next, we've got 30 minutes of daily exercise, and this is another perfect example of the protocol's flexibility. It doesn't matter what you do. A heavy lifting session, a long walk, some yoga, a swim, it all counts. The goal here isn't to become some professional athlete overnight. It's to respect that connection between a strong body and a strong mind. We just weren't designed to sit still all day.
And finally, no alcohol or weed. The source material is super blunt about this one. These things are framed as nothing more than escape mechanisms. They're the easy ways out, ways to numb your worries and just run away from your problems. So this rule is all about cutting off those escape routes. It forces you to face your challenges head-on, without a crutch. It's a direct challenge to all the little lies we tell ourselves.
Okay, I get it. You've got this rigid foundation. For some people, it might sound a little restrictive, almost like a prison sentence. But here's where everything pivots. Because once you have these 3 pillars totally locked in, you get to become the architect of your own self-improvement journey. This is where that whole Lego block analogy really comes to life. On top of those 3 non-negotiables, you get to add your own variables. These are specific,
custom habits that are tailored to the exact areas of your life that you want to improve.
And listen, these can be anything. Seriously, if you want to get better at social skills, maybe your variable is to speak to one new person every single day. If you're feeling disconnected from people, it could be calling an old friend. If you want to build up a spiritual practice, maybe it's praying once a day. You find your weaknesses and you build specific habits to attack them directly.
And all of this brings us right back to where we started. We began with this idea of sharpening the axe, and that's exactly what this entire protocol is designed to do. It was never about finding some magic business model. It's about forging a person who is capable of executing any model effectively. And this, right here, is the biggest takeaway. You can have all the best strategies and tactics in the world, but they are completely useless if you can't even sit down and focus for more than 2 minutes without getting distracted. If your mind is weak, if your body is unhealthy, if you rely on coping mechanisms to just get through the day, you've got a dull axe. Your grand plans don't stand a chance.
You know, when you lay it all out, the protocol itself is incredibly straightforward. There are no complicated secrets here. The real challenge isn't understanding the rules, it's actually doing it. So, the final question this whole thing leaves us with isn't about whether the protocol works, it's about whether you're finally ready to stop making excuses.
Ultimately, the message is a direct call to action. Stop looking for the perfect tree to chop or the perfect technique to swing. It's time to pick up your tool, which is you, and get to work. It's time to sharpen your axe.